the Virgo full moon lunar eclipse transmission. This is the great karmic release, reclaiming your light after lifetimes of silence and hiding. This is Mariangela Parodi, alchemist and biomedical shaman. I'd love you today to join me, to take a breath with me. Just slowing your breathing down. Holding and releasing as we stand together at the cosmic turning point. On the 3rd of March, the lunar eclipse rises in Virgo. It's in the South Node. This is about your past life karma. You know you've been feeling it. It's been building. The heaviness, the intensity, the sense that something is being pulled from within you. You're not imagining it. This karmic release point, a threshold, a moment where lifetimes of hiding and silence can finally end. For many, I'm sure, like you're an intuitive, a sensitive, a healer. Perhaps you're a mystic or a teacher. Perhaps you are leading others. You speak the truth and you hold space for transformation. This eclipse is shining its light directly on you and your deepest scars, your deepest wounds, the fear of being seen. I want to share something vulnerable with you today because I know this fear intimately. I grew up as a migrant child caught between two worlds, my Italian heritage, my Chilean upbringing, and then landing in Australia, trying to belong to a culture in the 70s that wasn't quite mine. I learned very early on that being visible meant being vulnerable, that standing out meant being judged, that my accent, my appearance, the way I looked, the way I sounded made me different, and different felt dangerous. I couldn't see my light. I couldn't see what was good about me. All I could see were my flaws, my imperfections, the ways I didn't measure up. As an empath, I absorbed other people's perception of beauty, of worthiness, of what it meant to be acceptable, and I always came up short every single time. I was so caught up in what others would say, what they would think, though I worried constantly. That worry lived in my body, in my throat, in my gut, in my whole nervous system. My inner critic became so strong, so relentless, that I couldn't hear my own voice beneath its judgment. Now, as a mature woman with wrinkles and grey hair, I have much more acceptance. Time and healing has softened those edges. But I want you to know that if this is you, if you recognize yourself in this story, there is nothing wrong with you. There is part of you that may perceive your little one that is broken, but you are fighting against centuries of cultural messaging. You are fighting against the collective wound that says it is not safe to be seen, it is not safe to shine your light, because in many past lives it wasn't safe to speak up. And that scar, that wound, it just doesn't live in your mind, it is stored in your body. For me, it showed up as recurrent tonsillitis, throat infections, a weakened immune system, anxiety that wouldn't quit. My nervous system stayed stuck in hypervigilance, always scanning for threat, never quite able to rest. My body was holding the terror of being seen, of being judged, especially coming from a dictatorship in Chile. of being rejected and people disappearing. It took me years of work to unpack those layers. Maybe for you it's different. Maybe it's a history of other throat issues or losing your voice, chest infections or asthma or breathing problems. Maybe you just got sick often. Perhaps your gut was bloated, you've got food sensitivities, maybe even irritable bowel. Anxiety that spikes when you're about to be visible or speak, even in a partnership. The sensation that something is stuck in your throat when you want to speak up. Or exhaustion that rest doesn't fix because your nervous system won't let you truly relax. These aren't just random symptoms. They are your body holding the memory, the cellular imprinting, the ancestral knowing that says, being seen is dangerous. This eclipse is here to help you release it. This fear of being seen isn't just yours, it's been inherited, passed down, especially through your mum's lineage, through the women that came before you. It's woven through your blood and bone and breath. It comes from the grandmothers, the great-grandmothers, the women who survived by staying small, by staying silent and hiding their gifts. We carry this in our body. It is stored within us, the memory of the witch hunts, the persecution, the centuries of being a healer, an intuitive, a mystic, a shaman who spoke up for change, which meant you would be harmed. It wasn't safe to shine your light. It was unsafe to be assertive. It was unsafe to use your gifts. So the women in your lineage learnt to hide and suppress, to make themselves smaller, quieter, less obvious. And those survival strategies were passed down through the generations. It is in your DNA. It's through your nervous system. It's through every cell of your body. Perhaps you notice it when you go to speak and your throat tightens, you can't find the words, or you go to use your oracle cards or your pendulum, but you feel watched or judged. You want to step up, but the old fears surface, reaching for more visibility, and your body says, no, it's not safe. This eclipse at the South Node is your karmic release point. It's from the past. Your past lives represents what you are here to let go of, those patterns, those ancestral contracts, the agreements you've made in other lifetimes about your survival. This moon is illuminating exactly what needs to be released so you can finally step forward. Let me name what might be moving through you now. Those emotional burdens, they were never yours to carry. The duty and responsibility to hold everyone else together while you fall apart. Perfectionism that keeps you small. The impossible high standards you set up for yourself. The voice that says you're not good enough, you're not ready, you're not worthy unless you are flawless, perfect. Boundary challenges, the overgiving, the enabling, the falling into cycles of emotional entanglement because saying no feels dangerous. This Virgo eclipse is highlighting escapism and impulsiveness, where there is a desire for freedom that becomes avoidance. The ways you run from visibility instead of stepping into it. And beneath it all, the old agreements whisper, stay quiet. Don't be too much. Your sensitivity is a burden. It's unsafe to use the full power of your gifts. You've been stretched between two parts of yourself, the visionary who creates, who channels, who knows, and the protector who's learnt to hide those gifts to survive. Your body has been holding this for you, protecting you, storing these memories so you didn't have to face them until you were ready. And we go through these cycles, cycling back, collecting what we'd lost. This eclipse might show up right now as more inflammation, flu-like symptoms, pain in your body, swellings, joint aches, headaches, back pain, gut issues, especially when you're out of alignment with your purpose. These aren't just problems, they are messages. Your digestive system isn't just processing food, it's a sacred container where transformation happens. You hold the memory every time you swallow your truth, every time you hold back from what you want to say. Your throat holds lifetimes of silence. The priestess who held back, the healer that was persecuted for speaking, the shaman who learned that safety meant staying quiet. The nervous system holds the cellular memory of rejection, persecution, and abandonment. It manifests as anxiety, insomnia, and that deep exhaustion that rest alone can't fix. Because your nervous system is still running the old program, being seen equals danger. But until we update that program, until you release the ancestral contracts, your body will keep you small, keep you exhausted for safety. But here's what I know after decades of doing this work, after my own journey of hiding to allow myself to finally be seen. Your imperfections are your greatest assets. Your scars, your wounds, your rough edges, they are the blueprint of what makes you special. They are what make you relatable. They are what make your medicine accessible. They are what allows others to see themselves in you and know, if she can do it, maybe I can too. The people that connect to my voice can sense the healing I transmute through it, because I stopped trying to sound like everybody else and allowed my authentic frequency to come through. Grey hair, wrinkles, accent, imperfections, all of it. Today I'm inviting you for this Virgo full moon lunar eclipse. This is an initiation. I'm recording this today during a storm. Outside there's thunder and lightning. The wind is blowing, it's swirling. I'm connecting this recording to the power and the force of nature during this ritual of release, a conscious letting go of what was never yours to carry. Placing your hand on your heart and your belly, your sacred container. As we make the connection to the divine and the earth, breathe in from above you and below you. into both directions into the body to receive the clarity you need. We call in the winds of the south, the fire element, to clear the fears. Your fears will become your greatest gifts. We call on the winds of the west to harness the power of water, to heal the inherited family baggage so you can balance your emotions. We call in the winds of the north, the element of earth, to help you embody your ancestral strengths, to help you trust it is safe to live in your body. We call in the winds of the east, the air element, the new dawn, the beginnings, to help you balance your worried mind and bring in those creative ideas, the insights, the downloads that you are ready to receive now. Let the light body around you be activated. It's going to help you to shed the old layers. Feel that light body illuminating around your field to bring in the wisdom you are ready to remember today. As you take a breath in and ask, what patterns in my gut, in my body, in my lineage need clearing for me to embody my sovereign self? Allow the memories to surface. Don't force. We're just creating space. What patterns are stored in my gut, in my body, in my lineage that need clearing for me to embody my true, authentic self? As to receive that clarity, you might sense yourself as a healer that's been persecuted, a priestess that was silenced, a wise woman that was forced to hide her light, a shaman who was depleted from looking after the whole village, someone that knew too much, was too loud, too powerful, and paid the price. What past life gifts am I ready to reclaim? Which chakras store them? Thank your digestive system for protecting these memories, for your throat for holding the silence. Thank your nervous system for keeping you safe through hypervigilance. And then consciously, with your full permission, say, I release this pattern. I release this contract. I release the agreement of being seen is dangerous. I'm cutting the karmic negative cords that have kept me tethered to an old timeline. I'm no longer aligned to someone else's path. I'm no longer carrying ancestral fear as my own. My capacity is vast. My heart is generous. I choose to be seen. I choose to speak. I choose to shine without apology. The light body around me is carved from generations of wisdom, is rising to the surface, the memories, revealing the gifts as I release the patterns. Help me to be inspired to create and prosper. As you place your hands on your throat, feel that scent of your voice coming through, even if it's just a whisper. It is safe for me to be seen. It is safe for me to speak. It is safe for me to shine my light. Say it again one more time. In your full power, it is safe for me to be seen. It is safe for me to speak. It is safe for me to shine my light. This eclipse is a threshold, a portal opening that will continue to unfold over the next 6 months. Between now and the next new moon, you will be in integration window where the space where you are releasing continues to clear and what you are calling in begins to arrive. So in that time, just notice the old symptoms, the flares moving through you, any dreams and memories, sudden clarity about patterns, certain people or situations reflecting your fear, falling away, shifting, and new opportunities that may feel both terrifying but so right, so exciting. Just trust that process. Your body knows how to release and what it's holding. You're in the channel. Your nervous system knows how to recalibrate when you give it permission. And remember, your imperfections are not what's wrong with you. They are what is right and special about you. When you spotlight on your so-called flaws, others stop judging you. They turn inwards towards their own journey. And when you own your own rough edges, you give everyone else permission to do the same. That's what this medicine of the eclipse is about. No more hiding, no more staying small, no more perfection. It's about wholeness, visibility, and sovereign expression. I invite you to stand in your light, imperfect and powerful. The world doesn't need more people pretending to have it all together. The world needs you raw, radiant, you, authentically you. Thank you for walking this path with me, for being brave enough to release what you wanted to let go. The portal is open. See that doorway, notice it, the one that guides you to your highest potential, growth and success. Step it through it now. Step through it with me. This is your initiation point, your quantum leap. This eclipse will set you free to be the real version of you. May you feel the strength of your soul on the new timeline, the steady steps beneath your feet. Welcome in this beautiful new cycle. Your channel is open, feeling so vibrant and aligned. If this has resonated, I invite you to share it with someone who might need this eclipse activation.